Mainly, the naughty boy just open his trousers and start running. He could cross the first row, but when he was in the second main row, he suddenly finds that a police car whistling and coming towards him and stop behind him, catch him immediately, arrest him and took him inside the car. He was shouting and saying, "You see, let me just cross the road. I can earn 5,000 taka. It is under a bet. I have betted with this student." What the police officer will say, "You can't do this. This is public nuisance. In daylight, you start running nude. This is public nuisance. You are under arrest." So this is actually the boy was giving consideration. The contract is that he will get 5,000 taka. The bet was that he will get 5,000 taka if he would run nude to the office of the Vice Chancellor. So consideration that he need to run nude, but the police will not allow him because it's such a consideration which is illegal consideration. You cannot do something which is not legal. The fourth essential element is the object of the agreement. Frankly speaking, you cannot show me one single agreement where there is no purpose or object. Can you show me? Just think about it. An understanding between two persons without any purpose object? I don't think so. Because unless there is a purpose or object, how there can be a contract? Since there is a purpose, since there is an object, that's why we enter into a contract. So this purpose and object behind the contract must be also legal. If for some reason, if it is found by the court or by the people that the purpose behind the agreement is not legal, then the contract is void. It's not be treated as a contract in the eye of law. So object of the contract must also be legal. The last one is that the contract must not be declared void by the Contract Act 1872. The law itself said that, look gentlemen, there are 5 different things that you cannot do. The law said so. Frankly, if you ask me why, sir, I don't know. I was taught by like that by my teacher when I was young. He also said so that it is in the agreement. Because the Contract Act, the law says that on this particular 5 different issues, there cannot be a contract. We will discuss in detail. For the time being, just know from section 27 to section 30, there are 5 different situations when there cannot be a contract. It is prohibited. Even if you make a contract, in the eye of law, that will be not treated as a contract. That will be declared as void. So these are the 5 different essential elements, that the consent must be free, the parties must be competent to contract, the consideration must be lawful, the purpose of the agreement or the object must be lawful, and lastly, it should not be declared as void or prohibited by the law itself, Contract Act 1872. So these are the basic essential elements which you must keep in mind. It is not good enough that there is an offer, the offer being accepted, and there is a consideration. So there is a contract. No. The contract also must satisfy all these essential elements, 5 elements to be a contract. Then that understanding or agreement would be considered as a contract. So first of all, the first choice is that, is there any intention to create legal relationship? The second is that, does the agreement satisfy the essential element of a contract? I mean, suppose the offerer and offer acceptee entered into a contract. Offerer gives an offer, the offeree accepts it. But then it falls under something. The acceptance comes from a person who is still 13 years of age. Can there be a contract? No, because he's contractually not able to enter into a contract. He has no contractual ability. Or that a person like me, who is more than 60 years of age, but still I play with dinky cars. My mental age is 12 years or something like that. I play with dinky cars. Can I make a contract? I can say, well, I am more than 50 years. Why not? No, I can't. Because I am not the same person in the eye of law. So these are the essential elements that you must keep in your mind all the time. They are all interdependent with one another. So in order to be a contract, the agreement must satisfy, in fact, all the essential elements of the contract. So now we can talk about the offer and acceptance. The person who makes the offer must keep in mind there are certain rules for offer. The person who accepts the offer, acceptance coming from the offeree, he has certain rules to comply with. Number one, what are the rules for offer? They're all there in your note. Number one, first of all, what is an offer? An offer is an understanding between two persons. If I signify to another person that I will do this for you if you pay me that money, or if you paint a picture for me. So this is an offer. I say, I will ready to pay somebody 25,000 if he paints a good picture for me. A student from the class rose his hand and said, sir, I will paint a picture for me. So my offer is being accepted. So this is my offer because I have signified that I am ready to do something for you if you are ready to do something for me. So this is an offer. This offer comes from the offerer to the offeree. And in the making of the offer, you must keep in mind, I must let you know that offer and statements are two different things. We make a lot of statements by the by here and there. They are not offer really. When I say I make an offer, I have certain person in my mind and I have the intention to create legal relationship. So you have to differentiate between what is a statement and what is an offer. For example, a group of people, they go to the Ramana Green for morning walk. They walk together and they keep on talking many things. And as you know, when a young person talks too much, he's talkative, but then again there is another Cockney English, bad English for it. Do you know what it is? Chatterbox. A young boy who talks too much is a chatterbox. But do you know, when an elderly person talks too much, normally we elderly people prefer to talk more. We talk too much. Now when an elderly person talks too much, what do you call him? Any answer? Well, let me tell you. We call them garrulous person. He keeps on talking, peck, all those things. When you get elderly, it has become a habit, you talk too much. So in that group, who walk in the morning, there is a person who used to talk, and others are there to listen. They walk together. He keeps on talking and talking and talking. As a Garuda's person, others are listening. He was saying, I am a retired person. I have no other problem. My children are all married and everything. I have a fixed deposit of 50 lakhs taka. If my nephew get married, whom I like, I think I will give this FD to him. This fixed deposit is for him, provided I like that nephew. So that was there. After 2 and 3 years, one of the young boy from that group got married. And in the marriage ceremony, when he was sitting, he finds a very elderly person roaming around. And he has the hunch of thinking that I must have seen this gentleman somewhere. But he couldn't really recollect where he has seen that man or something like that. So next day, he inquired with the newly married wife and said, who is this old man? And she shared that she is my maternal grandfather. No, it's like that. And suddenly he remembers, oh, I know, this is that old man who did say that he has a 50 lakhs taka FD and he leave it for somebody who is a niece, provided he got married. So he didn't say anything. When he find that elderly person, he went there and said, do you remember, sir? I am that gentleman who used to walk together in the morning in Ramna Green. And you shared that there is a 50 lakhs taka FD and everything. And the old man said, yes. Then he said, I got married with your niece. So that 50 lakhs taka is mine. You have to give it to me. If the situation is like that, is the old man is supposed to give that 50 lakhs taka to him? The saying, while he was walking and talking to his colleagues and others who were walking together in the morning, can it be taken as an offer of the old man or just a mere statement? In law, it will be considered as a mere statement, but not offer. So this is the difference. We have to keep in mind that whatever we say is not an offer. When we make an offer, there must be another person for whom it is being made and must be very cleanly mentioned. Second one, while making the offer, there must be an intention to create legal relationship. You are inviting somebody to watch the football final. Please come over to my house. We will enjoy the football final. My mother is cooking khichuri or pulao tonight. Why don't you come and share? We'll see the game together. When you invite your friend in your house, that will not be considered as an offer for a contract. Yes, that is an offer. Come on, we'll see together the football final. But in that offer, there is no intention to create legal relationship. Because if someone didn't turn out, can it be said that that since he is not there, he will have to pay some compensation? No. There was because neither of the parties has any intention to create legal relationship. If I have time, I will go and watch the game with you. If I don't, I will not go. But then again, there is no reason that you will feel bad. The third is that the offer must be communicated. I must let the other party know my offer.